Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 1 is approve the consent agenda, pay the claims. We have a special SDL for Friday, March 13th for a fundraising banquet. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Aldrich.
I'll second.
Second by Urban.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbach.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Aldrich.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 2, approve the minutes of the January 21st, 2020 regular council meeting.
So moved.
Gibbons, second by
Second.
Simpson.
Urbach.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Aldrich.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Abstain.
McDermott.
Abstain.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Motion carried. It is now time for the public forum. If anybody has anything they want to bring before the council that is not on the agenda, now is the time to do that. If not, I will close the public forum. Item 4, open public hearing to receive comment on an application for liquor license from Family Dollar Store Incorporated, 600 Burlington Street in Hodas, Nebraska. Is anybody here from Family Dollar? What is the council's wishes? Do we want to table it until they come?
Close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing. What is the council's wishes?
Where are you going to agenda item 5 then?
Item 5, approved application for liquor license from Family Dollar.
Did they say they were going to send someone?
I had a phone call and they asked the date that we were having the public hearing, and I told them, and they said, well, what would happen if you don't have a representative there? And I said, well, they could disprove it, or more than likely they would table it until you could have. And she did not say whether anybody would be here or not, and they never called back. So they just know. And as far as the state liquor commission goes, they of course would like your approval, but they don't have to have it for a regular license. They do for an SDL, but
That's the bad thing. I don't know why the city even has to look at this. This is recommendation, goes forward to the State Liquor Commission, and they will approve it or deny it anyway, so.
I would say since it works that way, since our voice doesn't really matter a lot on it, I guess we don't have anybody complaining about it, I would move we go ahead and approve it.
Motion,
I'll
second.
second that. I'm comfortable sending it on.
McDermott?
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Urbach,
Yes.
Hines,
Yes.
Aldrich,
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 6, approve prom request from the Holdridge High School junior class. Please approach the table and say your names.
I'm Avery Mahalski, the junior class president. I'm Hope Anderson, junior class vice president. And we're here to request that the streets be blocked off as stated in our letter.
And I suppose you'd like to have us give you nice weather also?
Yes. Hopefully, yeah,
And this looks like it's pretty much the same as it has been in the past several years. Always looking for more parking spots. They fill up pretty fast. Council, have any questions?
I make a motion we approve the request.
Sisson, second by Jason Hines.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Burbach,
Yes.
Hines,
Yes.
Aldrich,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
I notice you guys do a lot of energy, you're involved in a lot of stuff in the school. We appreciate you being leaders in the class. I can only give you 100 grand. So, enjoy it. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gil.
Thank you.
Enjoy the prom. Item 7, receive recycling center update. Come on up.
Well, as he said, Woody's come to give you an update, since it's been a while, I think, since I've been here. This last year's been a rough recycling year. As you all know, the markets for everything have not been the hottest. We did get some loads sold. Cardboard, we did like 129,000 tons, 129 tons, Barbara, we should get that much. Magazine loads, about 22. And mixed, we do mixed load, which is like plastic, tin, and then we throw something in to help pay for the transportation. And we only got 2 loads of those out, which is about 42 tons. So we're stockpiling still. We ran into some problems with First Star Fiber in Lincoln. They ran into some financial problems, and they owe us probably between $8,000 and $9,000 right now. And I think they'll be good for it. They've always been a good company. It's just being patient's hard. So we started working with a company called Quincy Recycling. It's out of Illinois. And they eventually, the way it sounded, they're going to try to open up a mill somewhere in Nebraska, but they don't know where. So they've been helping us out, taking some cardboard loads right now. The crew has to be very careful out here at the recycling center because there can't be any rocks or anything in the bales. And since it's not a concrete floor where we store, that sometimes kind of presents a problem to keep rocks out of it. But we do the best we can because they can, if they get too many on them, they'll turn us down and they won't buy our loads from us. So that makes a big difference for us. They work really hard. Currently, we're probably unloading cardboard only like $30 a ton. Or if you look at $10 a ton, and then that other goes towards transportation costs because you always have to pay for it to be delivered out. Since the shingle company in Phillipsburg burned up, that's where a lot of our cardboard went. And so ever since then, and of course the markets, it's been pretty tough to unload, not just for us, but any recycling center. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I think the way things are going, the markets are going to pick up, but it's still very, very slow.
How many trailers do you have for cardboard?
I'm Nikki Raska. I'm the manager at Nebraska here in town. So we have the big one at Holdridge Market,
Yeah.
and then Holdridge Market owns theirs that they put their excess stuff in, and then we have 2 smaller ones kind of distributed around town.
One's on Grant Street and the other's at the...
It's not on Grant anymore, it's out at the Ag Center, but kind of our biggest struggle lately has just been people putting trash in them. So I kind of try to put it out there, not to do it, but I do my best. I don't know, we try to educate people, but it only goes so far. So that's kind of what we've really been struggling with right now.
I'd like to see a sign on that trailer out by the roadway end, that cardboard trailer, to break down the cardboard.
It's on.
Or draw pictures, I don't know if how many people can read.
The little dude pop his head out, break it down.
Yeah, it just makes sense to break it down.
Yeah.
Has it helped with your big trailer you put at the grocery store, you put signage up, you know, as far as littering and stuff, has that made much
No, I
difference?
took
or-
I posted on our Facebook page one day that they were just covered all over the ground and just
I know around
trash.
the plastic and
Yeah, those
trailer,
two.
those are, seems
Mhm.
like people always just dump it on the ground
Yeah.
there.
And I mean, I think when you get a new TV, it's easy to just shove everything back in the box and then, you know, throw that in
Make it someone
recycling.
else's problem.
Yeah, and the problem is that it's our problem and it's expensive because Nebraska pays for the trash.
Yeah, you have to pay for all
We
the,
have to pay to send it to the landfill and it's, you know, not cheap. So, plus
No.
the work that the staff then have to do to pull everything out of boxes and,
it's messy to deal with the garbage that people put in there too, I'm sure.
yeah.
And over the holidays, we doubled up trailers out at the Holdridge Market because couldn't keep up with it.
I mean,
Christmas time, you know?
Yeah, and we empty those trailers 3 times a week. So it's not like we're just hanging out, waiting for them to fill up, you know, like they're really busy working on that stuff.
That
so.
keeps a lot of stuff out of our landfill, and that's cool to recycle it.
Yeah, you dump it Friday afternoon, and by the time I come through in the evening, it's halfway full already.
And your drive-through is open for cardboard, paper, magazines,
Anything, yeah.
tin.
Mhm.
Are you full-staffed?
Yes, we are.
Good,
We are here, we are in
Yes.
Roxbury.
awesome.
How many people are on the residential program now?
The 20. So instead of, we were doing like a rotation where we would pick up 10 a week and then do the other 10, and now we just get all of them every week. So we can handle that, which is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions? Randy?
Well, what has happened to the glass market? Did that just crash here several years ago, or?
Yeah, when I took over the recycling, I had to pay to get rid of it. We ended up taking it, they semied it up to Wisconsin. But I had to pay for those loads just to get it out of here. But there's been some people that have experimented with the glass. You know, they were pulverizing it and using it for roads up around Broken Bow. I haven't heard how that's going or anything. Every now and then, you'll hear them talk about it. But glass
also-
is something that you have to be very careful in handling, as you know, and even, you know,
Some of your clients,
yeah, even non-disabled, I mean, you can easily get cut with glass, and you gotta have the right eye protection too, because it's very fine if you pulverize it. But
and we subsidize you $500 a month.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate what you do. Helps extend the life of our landfill.
Yep.
So, no more comments? Motion to approve the report.
So moved.
I'll second that.
McDermott seconds.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
Burbine,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Oliver.
Yes.
Thank you very much
You
for
bet.
coming up
Thanks for
here.
listening.
Thank you.
Appreciate what you do. Item 8, open public hearing to receive comment on the City of Holdridge 1 and 6-year street improvement plan.
I believe Dane included it in your packet. I think we had it in your packet roughly a month ago or so. The only thing that was added to it is the East Street project. East Street project and Guston Street project are both on there as 1 year. 1-year projects, and then the other 3 are just projects that are on the list for quite a while. Just because it's on the 1-year project does not mean it has to be done. The paperwork now has got to be presented to the council. Not required to submit it according to the Department of Roads anymore. But we kind of got to do everything as we were gonna present it to the state. I'll have everything in case we ever get audited. We still have all the required information, so.
I'd like to see 14th Avenue. Last snow here about a month ago, I didn't use a snow blower, it wasn't that bad. I'm glad I didn't, because I counted after it melted, there's 8 chunks of concrete that would have not met my snow blower.
We try and keep that picked up, and we're trying to think of what we can do with it, but it's, 14th is a mess.
I don't think you could gravel it.
It's almost gravel already.
About,
Well, then just finish it up.
got about that much gravel in my yard from it, so I'm sure you.
Well, the west end over here is done pretty good over here.
Yeah. Piece by piece, I'm getting it done.
Any comments?
The new Ron Dick.
Yep.
Somebody have
We put some oil on it.
There we go.
There is nobody here for the public hearing. We'll close the public hearing. Item 9, adopt resolution 2020-01, approving the City of Holdridge 1 and 6-year street improvement plan.
So moved.
McDermott
I'll second.
and Troy Vaughn.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Aldrich.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Motion carried. Item 10, adopt resolution 2020-02, authorizing Mary Ann to sign the year-end certification of the street superintendent. And nobody wants to make that motion authorizing?
Mayor, I'll add a little comment here. We had a nice call from Barb at the Nebraska Department of Transportation saying that they mailed us this stuff back in October of last year. She said about 20 to 25% of the people they mailed this stuff to didn't get it. They used to email it, but not anymore, evidently. So she was nice enough to say, well, if you can get it done and send it to us, we'll be glad to pay you your $6,000, $7,000. So we had time enough. That was on Monday morning. We added it to the agenda. And we'd like you to pass it because there's money in the city's budget.
Well, let's make a motion to approve them.
Second.
Thank you, Ward 2.
Simpson. Oh, Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
Aldrich.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
I think they're too close together.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Motion carried. Item 11, approve specifications and contract documents for a new police vehicle.
Really isn't much to say. Pretty much all, it is the same specs we had for the last one. We can still get another 2020 at this time. If not, we ask for or current model year. But according to state bids, we can still get a 2020 through March. And so I discussed with my committee, and I think they're fine with that. That way we'd probably be getting, have 120 days for delivery. We'd get it this next May, probably the end of May. Took a little longer than that to get the last one. I think that's because they had redesigned the 2020 and everybody had put in probably a number of police departments and sheriff's office and whatever put in to get them, and so there's probably quite a backlog on them, plus whatever is distributed to the normal everyday citizens. So I don't think there'll be a problem with that this time, and I kind of gave you a summation there of what we put on. The reason why Unit 3, it says the Explorer uses a patrol travel car. Just so you know, we didn't put that many miles on as a travel car. The last time we put most of it on when it was a unit that we were driving around town until the new vehicle got here. And then after everything got on there, so probably the majority of those were used actually on patrol, not for travel, but now it is strictly a travel vehicle.
It was nice, the last vehicle we got. The doors and the fenders were all the same color.
Yeah, there was we didn't have a light as recommended above the driver's side, but that was cured by just taking it out of the old one and having it installed by Platte Valley. I don't know if they weren't able to get that or if that is actually put in by Anderson Ford and at their dealership when they get it in, or that's actually put in by Ford. I was advised they could not get that. It's not that big an issue if we can just take it off the vehicle that's going out and having another one put on.
Any questions or concerns from the council?
As a member of the safety committee, we recommend that we approve this.
Motion to approve. Safety committee. Second by?
I'll second.
Jason Hines. Thank you.
I have a question. Is it gonna be the same color as the last one?
No, it's candy apple red.
Okay, thank you.
With flames on it.
Candy apple
I'll
red,
put
gold leaf, gold leaf.
I'll put the logos on it then.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Always expect the blue one, and there aren't two of them the same color.
I know, it's weird. I know, it's crazy.
One even looks great.
Compared to the last one.
Wow, it's blue.
We have a motion and a second.
Dermott,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
Burbach,
Yes.
Hines,
Yes.
Aldrich,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries. We will skip 12 and 13 in closed session, I presume. Open discussion. Bob?
I go to, just so everybody know, I go to Omaha Friday and CT scan and meet with the surgeon and find out what direction we're gonna go. Surgery or more treatment.
For an
I'm
hour.
tired, it's dragging out way too long for me.
Getting close.
Good. Dane?
Gave you an itinerary for the conference. I called last week and there are no rooms at the Marriott, so if you want to go, you'll stay at the Graduate and Walkover. Looks like there's some stuff that's all right on there. It's not one of the greatest ones. Incumbent filing deadline is February 18th. The non-incumbent deadline is March 2nd. Just so you know.
So the four corners are up for
Yeah, it's
re-election. Chief?
Nothing other than I handed out the calls for service for you. We're right about even as to what we were. 11 calls different this year than last. We've had 11 more calls this year through January compared to last year. Otherwise, people can still get their dog tags. And that's all I had.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No, thank you, Mayor.
Jason?
Nothing.
Troy?
I'll just say it's nice to see Bob sitting back in his chair.
I did have a treatment today, but I felt well enough to come.
Cool.
And there's something that the mayor wanted me to come talk about. Closed session, so. If I pass out, it's the mayor's fault.
He gets blamed for it all. He's
Yes.
a responsible person.
Right.
Larry?
Nothing.
Mary?
Nothing.
Mike?
Nothing.
Last to last.
Not a thing. Hey, you haven't done that table yet, so.
I'm coming here. Rod?
Not tonight.
Kim?
Nothing, sir.
Boy, quiet tonight. Brian?
I have nothing.
If that's the case, I would entertain the motion to go into closed session to consider litigation and purchase of property.
So moved.
Second?
Mary and Mike Sisson.
Gibbon,
Yes.
Burbine,
Yes.
Hine,
Yes.
Aldrich,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McCreary.
No, I think that's.
What?
No, I think that's probably.
Jared,
the replacement
Ray.
too. The guy that's sitting there.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I think it's the guy that lives in school.
I know everybody.
You know
He's been here, remember? He's
I've
been
had
here
coffee
a
with him a
couple
couple
times.
times. Trying to get his family
You
probably know.
Right, him and Jingle.
live in,
Then he was, see about that.
They were here one other time when his wife was with him.
We got
Maybe from
Your
Family
daughter,
Dollar.
Yeah.
I've seen him out there and I don't know the place.
yeah, that would be Jared.
What'd you say, Mr. Mayor? What's his name?
Is this a test? Do I pass? Jared Ridge.
Does he work anywhere?
But,
Does he work anywhere?
yeah, right now, he used to work out of Minden, now he's working